The next example, using the definition of the finite integrals to calculate the integration from 0 till 2 of x squared plus 3 in terms of Lx dx. The way is by following these steps. Divide the interval again from 0 to 2 into n equal intervals such that the width is delta x, which can be calculated by the following rule. B minus a over n, which is 2 minus 0 over n. And the n, we told you, it is unknown till now because we don't know how many rectangles we have, which can be written as 2 over n, which is the width of the rectangle for each. We got b from here, which is 2, and a from here, which is 0, to replace them in the rule and get the value. Second, to find f of xi star, you are going to use that rule, which is a plus b minus a over ni. And you know how much now is b minus a over n, which is 2 over n. You can replace it as it is here. Then f of a is 0 plus 2 over ni can be replaced in the whole function from the original one here. Just put it instead of x and square it, then add to it 3. That will be written in that way. 2 over ni square plus 3 over n, 2 over ni square plus 3. Then square it and get 4 over n square I square plus 3. This is the length of the rectangle. This is the width of the rectangle. The next step, you have to multiply width by length. From the definition of the finite integral, you supposed to remember that the integration from a to b f of x d over x is equals to the limit when n approaches to infinity for the width b minus a over n and the summation I till n of f of x, which is the length. Now let's see. That will give us the limit when n approaches to infinity for 2 over n, which is the width multiplied by the length. The length is 4 over n square I square plus 3, which is coming from here. Length by width. Length by width. No, width by length. Width by length, sorry. That all equals to the limit when n approaches to infinity for 2 over n. And then, according to the properties of summation, you're gonna let each common to be outside getting as a common factor. Like 4 over n squared, because it hasn't I, goes outside as a common factor. And the I stays inside with the rule of summation. Plus, the 3 is constant, and we're going to use for it the first property. Any summation of constant supposed to be multiplied later on by n. This is the first property. And according to other properties, we can use 2 over n down and multiply 4 over n squared by the property number 5, which is saying summation of I from 1 to n of I square will give us n times n plus 1 times a 2n plus 1 over 6. This is property number 5. And property number 1 saying any constant you have to multiply it by n. Later, you can let or you can equal the denominator and simplify what is inside the bracket by the following step. 2 is the result of canceling this 4 with this 6 by dividing each by 2. If you divide 4 by 2, you will get 2. 6 by 2, you will get 3. And if you cancel this n by this n squared, this n gonna be canceled, and then this n squared will be written as n. And you will get 2n squared plus 3n plus 1 over 3n plus 3n. Next, you can open a bracket by multiplying it 2 by each to get 4n squared plus 6n plus 2 plus 9n by multiplying 3n by 3n. That will make it 9n squared divided by 3n. This is how to equal and expand a brackets. Equals the limit when n approaches to infinity. For if you add 9n squared plus 4n squared, you will get 13n squared. And then multiply it by 2, you will get 26n squared. And then this 6n, if you multiply it by 2, you will get 12n. This 2, if you multiply it by that 2, you will get 4. That all divided by is 3n squared by multiplying a 3n by n. That finally, after using the limit when n approaches to infinity, like we learned before, by taking the coefficient of that up with the coefficient of that down, you will get 26 over 3. You can keep your answer like that, or you can simplify it by writing it as a mixed number or a number in decimal places. Now choose the correct answer. Number 1, summation I from 1 to 7 to the constant 2. You have these choices 7 or 2 or 14 or 9. Actually, according to property number 1, telling you that if you have any constant added 7 times, you have to multiply 7 by 2. So the result is 14. And this is clear for you in this step. Number 2, summation of I equals 1 till 3 for I plus 5 equals 2. The way to calculate this by using property number 3, which is telling you that if you have addition or subtraction, summation can get in for each to give you that way. Summation of I from 1 to 3 to I plus summation from 1 to 3 till 5. Look, we distribute the summation for each and use a property number 4, which is 3 times 3 plus 1 over 2 plus, and use property number 1, which is multiplying the constant by n, 5 times 3. Then you will get 6 plus 15, which is 21. So the result is A. The last question is summation from 1 till 4 of 5i squared equals 2. We have these choices 20, 150, 30, and 9. To solve it, use the properties again. If you have a constant, take it as a common factor and leave the summation for the variable I squared. That will be calculated in that way. 5 goes out as a common factor, and the summation will be for the variable I squared, and that will be allowed you to use property number 5, which is 4 times 4 plus 1 times 2 times 4 plus 1, all divided by 6. And that will be equals to 5 times 180 divided by 6, which is after you cancel these together, you get 5 times 30 equals 150. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to make like and subscribe. Turn on notifications. Good luck. Thank you.